Evil geniuses turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Evil geniuses turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Hello, welcome back to MDL, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for Game 2. OG, a Miracle Invoker. It was pretty miraculous. They gave up both bounty runes, they gave up First Blood, all 3 EG cores were farming, and then all of a sudden, a couple of good pickoffs, good team fights, and they were right back in it.
Yep, 6 kills unanswered. That
was
the Miracle Show, as Sumail would say. Or hope to not say.
I feel like Sumail would normally say it about himself.
Yeah, but
he
calls it the show. Anyways, draft.
Battle of Wonder Kids, but in this particular matchup,
same opener.
He comes out on top.
That is bold.
Now, as always, PPD, he loves to get information on his opponents, and there was a little mix-up in the lobby where it was supposed to be OG's choice this game, or at least he thought it was. And for whatever reason, they're like, we don't really care, you know, like, the admins gave it to EG, and they said, oh, it's fine. But PPD clearly wanted to know what OG prefer. We're trying to get a little information. But OG did not bite. Fly was wise to his tricks. Just said, it's fine, just go. So,
Fly,
same draft.
Yeah, we got Invoker again.
Yeah, we won.
I think it's Oracle, I think, is more important than Earth Spirit, but I don't see why you wouldn't go with the same opener. But I think this time you give it to Universe instead.
Okay, so they do prioritize the Oracle this time around.
And what did EG pick last time? OD?
Is there anyone who
seemed weak? But if they put OD mid and then ban Earth Spirit next phase, I think that's okay. Because then they won't get roamed on. Because I think that's kind of why they didn't put OD mid, because of the threat of the Earth Spirit gank. But it's still not a great matchup against Invoker. It's okay. It's not great. Not like the OD
seems like if you're gonna run OD, you want to fight around him a little more, like the way Vici Gaming did in their first game, where you know they had Ice ready as the Phoenix to jump in, and you know they were taking advantage of his potentially really high damage output early game.
Are they going to ban ES? That's the question here. The thing about Invoker too, he's also not super vulnerable to the OD like roam setups, because he has the Force Spears to do a lot of damage and protect them from like potential stray arrows or whatnot. But the Kunkka, in my opinion, was super underwhelming. I
wonder if they'll even run the Lifestealer again, or if we're going to see multiple change-ups here for EG.
Yeah. Like, not only did they miss a lot of spells, it's also the Oracle Fate's Edict against the combo. You mitigate all the boat damage and the torrent damage. It's ridiculous.
They even go so far as to ban out the Darkseer again. Obviously, Oracle is probably the best counter to him right now in the laning stage, and it's not available to EG. But that is nice now, where they just don't want to see Invoker Darkseer duo. OG keep their bans identical, removing the Chen and the Shadow Shaman once more. So, forcing EG into something different here on the supports. Oh, yeah, last time they did not ban Jug, they banned the Nyx. But OG got a hero that is very good against OD and Batrider.
That's the offlaner of choice, I think, versus these two.
And this is going to make life really easy for Miracle to find those Sunstrike kills later on, if they have even a halfway decent start. Just come out of Vendetta, quick stun, Sunstrike, and you're gone.
Why not Abba? I think Abba actually works pretty well with OD. Because you want him to survive as long as possible, and once you do that, he just has so much intel that no one can fight him. But
it's a PPD special.
Yeah, it's... You need some way to protect him though, or he's gonna get blown up by Nyx.
Yeah, there's also the Dazzle out there. Not sure. I know at the summit, PPD valued that hero above literally every other hero. He said it in his casts, he mirrored it in his drafting. He did get some nerfs, but maybe it's something Peter will turn back to.
The game has changed though into a lot more like bursty heroes like you see from OG. So Dazzle's it's really hard to deal with that kind of damage as a Dazzle because you're positioning like you just get if you get Yules by Invoker you're just dead. So it's not as easy as it once was.
I feel like once Miracle gets the Yules, it might often just be lights out anyway for the opposition.
It's kind of cool though how EG they aren't like super afraid of the Invoker even though they got destroyed by it last game. I think it shows a lot of resolve from Peter and the rest of EG because a lot of times teams go on tilt. They're just like, oh, we lost this last game. We just have to just ban it. That's the mindset that I would have. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's ridiculous on Invoker. But
I guess from the EG point of view, best of 2 group stage, only the bottom team gets eliminated. Then you go into a bracket. Much better off trying to figure out how to beat the Invoker in the long run, even if in the short term maybe you lose a game.
But is it worth like, are OG gonna pick Batrider first? If you don't take Invoker, you could just get Invoker and Bat, and I think that's worth giving away OD or whatever they're afraid that of giving away. That's my personal
I guess they value the OD pretty highly.
Yeah.
So they figure we take the Bat, they're gonna take Invoker. They're not gonna take Invoker and OD, so then we get OD and Bat instead of just an Invoker, possibly.
10 seconds remaining.
But Ogre Magi for EG.
5 seconds remaining.
Huh.
So Ogre Magi might be like the
Reserve
frontliner that
time.
they kind of wanted to have last game. Kunkka was caught out a lot in team fights, which is okay if you're tanky, but he just died very, very quickly and wasn't able to actually tank anything. Ogre's much different in that aspect. He has a lot of armor. He can, kind of fight mano y mano.
Well, it's not fair. Range. He's got 2. It's not an even engagement, yeah. But did anything? I guess Aether Lens is probably quite good on Ogre. I'm trying to think of anything.
It was so good when he had the magic resist, though. Not so much anymore. But
yeah,
so
especially with that real ridiculous strength.
With the way Vici ran the OD, though, they had the bristle up in front to tank for him and to make sure that they ensured that he could get a lot of intel out in the fights.
All right, EG are changing it up though. This time it will be a Lycan. And with that, quite likely a Universe Batrider and a mid OD. Unless they do something FYS can try to run a super greedy jungler.
This is good though. The EG have a lot of heroes that are just up in your face. Like Ogre is generally very forward. Lycan, they don't have a good way to stop him. They don't have any like super reliable stuns versus him. Like the Purge from Oracle is like super weak. I would say maybe Cold Snap or Deafening Blast, but just in general not that much control for the Lycanthrope. And then Batrider who's up in your face. And that's kind of what Oracle struggles against is when the fights like people are coming from all directions. Batrider blinking up on you. They have vision with the wolves and whatnot. So this seem and another thing is it doesn't require as much coordination as last fight, which is actually a point of concern for EG considering how many combos they missed and how many spells they just completely airballed.
So in the end, OG are gonna ban out the Dazzle. What's the last remove there? EG, meanwhile, taking the Tusk out of the equation. So they do leave the Earth Spirit in there. Often we see those two being fairly interchangeable for most teams.
Earth Spirit actually wasn't that big of a deal last game. He was annoying for sure, but his spells weren't like crucial to what OG had to offer.
And often when we see him really impress is when you just dominate mid lane, but that didn't really happen. Miracle didn't actually find too many kills until later on.
What do they want? So what?
So, assuming all played Nick, so another support.
They could do Chen. I don't think
Chen's banned.
Oh, Chen's banned. Okay, never mind. Where's Ench been? No one really likes Ench, surprisingly, but I don't think that's that great here.
Well, would you like run off lane and Nick support then, or do you still think the jungle Enchantress is
I think they can do it. They can pressure the Lycan very easily, I think, with that. And maybe even run Gyro in the off lane, but
Alright, so they do go to the Earth Sphere, and EG instantly snap pick the Enigma. Something Fear ran a lot of its Star Ladder with great success. I saw quite a few teams commit like 2-3 wards to shutting him down, and it just seemed impossible. He gets one D ward on one of the big camps, and then it's... I mean, it's not free farm Enigma, but it's pretty damn close.
Going back to the roots.
Yeah, I used to see this a lot with Zai in the TI4 era.
Pretty greedy. Very greedy, actually, I would say.
Oh, you know what? That's a bad EG memory. Do you remember it was the game they got eliminated where he accidentally stacked the ancients right away, and then he couldn't clear them.
So, Crit is the player to watch this game. How is he going to do a lot of things?
5 seconds.
Like he can't really the bat, that's mostly Oracle's job, but he can limit Enigma's farm, he can kind of pressure mid a lot, and he can pressure the Enigma, and maybe even the safe lane. So I think that I'm curious to see how much he can output in the early game. We've already 2 obs on him. Yeah, they want him up in EG's jungle ASAP.
Get in that ass, Crit.
Wow.
He's even rolling in.
He's used 2 stones for that. Man, that's kind of cool. At least you don't have to waste a TP.
And oh, he's still gonna be scouted.
No, they saw him.
They saw him in the river, yeah.
No, the OG saw him as a ward though, and
yeah, but you see the Earth Spirit there. He's most likely warding as well.
yeah, but they're not 100% sure because they already see a ward in his inventory, whereas OG are 100% sure, or they should be at least.
A lot of pings came out. I think most of those were from EG.
But this is good for him because now he knows that he should approach from either like where the Bat Rider is right now or up through the opponent's jungle and not up through the river. So this gives him easier entry into the jungle even if they don't deward it.
So Universe
he has a sentry on him already.
Yeah, they just they also set on the Oracle, I believe.
There goes your ward, 300 XP, free little gold.
Universe, if he tries to stop this, he's running into 4 heroes. So Miracle going to grab the bounty. This time it is a 1-for-1 exchange, and it will be a Sumail OD. Curious to see if he can have any better luck at shutting Miracle down. Moon is going to get the safe lane, and looks like OG going to be running with a aggressive gyro counter dual lane with the Oracle backing him up. The Iron Talon Enigma.
Is that a thing?
I guess.
I guess it's a thing.
I guess Iron Talon is a thing.
Okay, let's see it.
Alright, old man. Show us what you got.
Pretty cool, actually. This way you don't need Tango to cut down the trees either. Because a lot of times you'll get Enigma, Midnight Pulse at level 2 to clear down the trees. True. But now you have the Talon.
The mighty Talon.
Very cool.
They are making their move, though, already into the jungle. OG want to slow him down. Right away, Fly struts up.
At least he didn't pop a clarity.
Neutrals are going to be stacked up though, and they are making their move on the mid lane now as PPD engages. This is how they look to shut down the Invoker, just right off the bat. Give him the old Seal Club. Oh, kill him off. Sumail continues to apply pressure. And this is generally where we've seen Sumail at his best, when he gets to play offense, even from like minute 1 in the mid lane.
Oh, they started off with dual offlane.
Yeah, they start off with Oracle Gyro.
No. EG did.
Oh, yeah.
So they actually expected the Gyro to go top, and then have the Bat Rider pair versus him, and not the Dixer bottom. Because they want to ensure Lycan's farm. That's very cool. The next level lane switcheroo.
Fly already getting to work here with the Ancient stacking, but this time there is a good hero to clear it out in the Gyro.
So no Quas yet on Invoker, so I guess he has it right now. Oh, he's not going Quas. That's it's difficult if an Ogre's up your face because he has an Invis. Let's see if he's about to jump the Earth Spirit. Oop.
Crit could be in trouble here. There is access to the stun. PD wants to be right on top of him before he goes. No, he's just gonna let the stun fly. Slows down, rolls away to the left, and the Nyx is forced to stun him as well. But while that was happening, they do get the kill in Universe up top. So it might have had some support from Miracle. No, he actually didn't even Sunstrike for that. Just
It's
got
pretty
the-
rare. You don't see a universe dive very often in lane like that, but probably try to fly over the cliffs.
And just got caught by the Oracle snare, I imagine.
Interesting.
So the good news for EG is that Fear is farming like an absolute madman now after a little bit of early pressure.
Nope, he doesn't have clarities.
Has the Soul Ring already, though. Only level 4, nearly 5 at 3 minutes in. This is pretty fast, especially considering the pressure.
I'm telling OP.
It is quite the item. Sumail will do a little bottle crowing here.
How's Batrider going to get back into the game, though? Because Lycan and Enigma both want the jungle, so he's not going to have any stack to work with. And then on top of that, OG are already playing aggressively to their jungle, so he's not going to have free time to farm, which is very dangerous for Batrider.
He's gonna back away. Maybe he tries to steal some enemy neutrals.
But they're not going to be stacking.
Go Bone 7 style in this.
They don't have heroes to do it. They need like Enigma to get very high level, or like a Lycan level 7, maybe 6, 7. It'll be a while.
I guess he's just gonna have to wait until Enigma starts putting pressure on the map.
Yep. Maybe a smoke at 6, double kill top. That sounds
like the dream scenario.
Yeah, it's not too unrealistic for the local. Jack seems pretty easy to kill. Have any way to hold. Even just a solo hole on the helicopter might be pretty strong.
Well, it's making its way towards the Enigma, but Fear is already far too large to really contest on. Maybe can leech of experience. They do banish the Invoker mid, but mid lane still a wash, even with the pressure from the support.
Both
Ogre on
don't
Invoker.
have that much farm at all, though.
Yeah. But we saw when Miracle doesn't have the best start, he can easily catch up. I'm not sure if Sumail's OD will have quite so easy a time.
I'm very surprised he didn't Sunstrike there. That was close.
Looks like he's a bit under the gun in mid. Gonna see RTZ doing a bit of stacking here. Summoning the wolves, and well, does Sumail look to go? Not quite level 6. Oh, they are gonna try to set up here. He does manage to banish himself at the right time, dodging the Oracle nuke, but still gets hold on by crit. Sunstrike not needed. 4 heroes just smack down Sumail in the mid lane. That is some heavy commitment.
I think that's his only chance of survival, though, is going for...
No Tail wants to go for the solo kill here on Universe. He does get off the first rocket barrage, but Universe gonna be tough to keep eyes on through the trees. He's not getting the rocket damage on him as Universe continues to run circles around him. Might even turn this one the other way if No Tail's not careful. Again with the rocket barrage, Universe continue to kite him, and now reinforcements are on the way. 4 napalm stacks up. Universe is going to go for this one. Has No Tail been completely baited out? 1 more rocket barrage, but the Firefly is going. No Tail's going to drop 6 sticky napalm charges before he finally goes down. Can the Oracle turn it around? Yes, Sunstrike not needed, so Fi at least salvages it, but No Tail just played by Universe in the top lane. The black hole and airball. Fear a bit too slow, and now Moon's gonna look to turn on him. Is there any detection? Just needs that one Vendetta strike, would be enough for a kill almost certainly. Worming his way around the side of the fight as Arteezy pops the Lycan throw shapeshift and gets aggressive here. Running down the Earth Spirit bit by bit, and while that was happening, Fear also falls, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 bottom. But it was a black hole committed for that, as well as a Lycan shapeshift. And they're not done just yet. Moon. The run? I guess they are done.
Nope, not done.
No, not done. Alright, No Tail's back in. He has the cooldown available. Creeps here to tank the rocket barrage damage. Universe kiting him, toying with him. And they're also making a go on the mid lane. Sunstrike come through. They get Sumail. Miracle getting all kinds of help from his team. Sumail basically nothing. It's starting to put Sumail in a bit of a hole.
That's rough. They committed out of Enigma's early farm, sacrificing bats, and then they end up whiffing a hole.
And that was just short too.
It's not even on that important of a kill though. I think like I guess maybe
they
they
could
kill next,
push.
they can get a tower. Yeah.
They push after that, I guess.
It's still very risky. It wasn't that high on HP to begin with from that fight.
The good thing for you is they also have the Roche lineup, so if they ever see an opening, they can walk into the pit.
Yep, not the Roche control though.
That is going to be a little bit trickier. Top lane, Fear, Juki through the trees. Looks like he may end up living. Moon's probably going to have one shot here with the stun as Fear retreats out. The Batrider's on the way in, but doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with. Just got enough mana for the lasso. Has to dodge that stun. Will do it with ease. And now Moon maybe is the one in trouble here. Gets caught by the Malefice. Universe flying over him. Still has the Carapace available though. Fear even going to stop. Pops the Soul Rain and then summons a few additional Eidolons here. Sunstrike coming in. Ooh. Fear dodging all the bullets, but Moon may not be so lucky. Great save there by the Oracle to bring his buddy back. Popping the false promise. We'll make it out. Man, Fear was running through the obstacle course from hell. Dodging all the spells. So it looks like a Midas Nyx, I believe. Got the gloves. Moon really likes the offlane Midas. He would do it on Slardar at Frankfurt. Not a hero we normally see it on in the 3 position.
It's an NA thing.
Yeah. But it actually works for OG, whereas it usually does not work for the NA teams. They're gonna find Sumail again! No, man, he has not had a fun matchup here.
Moon has been everywhere though. I think he's moving around the map very, very well though. And EG, they have some sentries down, but they can't evade him. And then on top of that, they have a Sunstrike, so that's like 1,000 damage that every hero has to worry about.
Well, on the back of that kill, there's your Midas. Pretty good timing as Moon does pop the stun bot lane. Looks like they're trying to set up here. EG moving into position. They really need this kill. Oh, not going to get that one either. OG again escaping just in the nick of time.
Well, where's Peter been? These fights. He's been
getting his levels.
He's been trying to walk around and get kills, but he's just always a tad bit too slow, I think.
Oh, no tell. He's poked out his pretty old man head. And EG are hunting him. They bloodlust the Lycan. They're going to run him down. The Wolves are here to tank up some of that rocket barrage damage. Arteezy will end up getting the kill. Knotel was expecting more help than what he got, but he had already committed his combo. Didn't have anything to deter the ET dive, or the EG dive rather. We'll see OG roll away. Still ready on that Universe Blink to start off their next round of games.
Kill though. Get the gyro into the tower, kind of what they were looking for with the Enigma Black Hole.
Knotel giving up some big picks. The top kill to the Batrider, and dying again bottom. Looks like, meanwhile, Nyx is hunting the top lane, but Universe just hugging his tower. Staying close, staying safe.
Sunstrike ready.
I think they need the Vendetta hit here to get the kill. No, they're just going to go for the straight stun with the Impale and Orc follow-up. We'll secure it. Last hit goes to Fly.
So much burst. Ugh.
And the beautiful thing is you don't need the blink here on the Nyx. He can just get involved early. Off to a good start. They're looking for the long-range kick on Fear, but he will dodge away.
Wow, he is broke. What happened to his gold?
He died
3 times.
A lot. In painful and myriad ways.
Okay, now they have the Bloods. They can secure Roche fairly soon. Maybe get Batrider, smoke, blink, make a pick, go to Roche. Seems like a good plan. Although things don't always go as planned, and Nyx will be there to ruin your day.
Yeah, and they'll have the Sunstrike to give them a bit of vision. They've got really good initiation into the pit. So EG, I think we'll be looking for that pick first, or they're gonna sneak it when OG are on the jungle. Map. Delaying this bat blink is so big. They are gonna catch him out with the Oracle initial grab, but they're trying to force him off the tower, and Universe is gonna hug it. At least for now. Over the tree line he goes. Moon's got the scent. The cockroach wants a piece of the bat. And yeah, he does have the carapace, but I don't think they'd be able to catch him.
He senses it though.
Space created.
Oracle wouldn't be up that far. Oh, they can just do it without a pick. That's nice.
Yeah, do they even lose a tower for this? Maybe not. They just grab by Arteezy. I guess the tower drops in the mid lane.
And now the blink's up.
So OG get a double tower for that rush. Could have been worse, but they still get a pretty good trade.
Yeah. Ideally, for OG you delay the Batrider's blink, but now they have everything up. Blink, Roche, and Black Hole. Ooh. the value with the arcane rune, perhaps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looking for the
Radiant's
black
middle
hole.
tower is under
They have-
attack.
No sentries down though. That's very risky. They have to fight close to that sentry on bottom.
You can see EG just like immediately running past the sentry. Alright, let's get to the safety. Here though is a confident man. He's gonna march up to the left. Nick's vendetta still going. He might run past the sentry.
Wow, he's going for. Wow, what is he going? Four staff first
Who?
on the OD. That's super bold because you're
Could
dying.
still be the
When you're
Atos,
dying
I
this much,
guess.
oftentimes you get the bit booster first or drums like
Dire's middle
sorry
tower
you
is
do
under
last game.
attack.
But with staff of wizardry when you're behind is
Radiant's bottom
it's
tower
tough.
is under
It's
attack.
good when you want to get a four staff, but I don't even think four staff is particularly good versus OG's lineup. Not at least a rush, but it's okay. His team's doing fine.
I still feel like the BKB rush was really good.
Yeah, BKB
in
rush is pretty good.
both of these games that we've seen. And hey, it worked for
You
Super.
farm so slowly though.
You got Hal. Your team's gonna be taking towers. You do farm pretty slowly.
He's gonna get picked off though by the invoker soon because the invoker's gonna have lots of farm with the Eels.
And they just have so much nuke damage. Well, we'll see if he's got something else planned as far as the items go. For now, Miracle gonna grab a haste.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is under
EG,
attack.
they are bulldozing towers, that's for damn sure. They took the tier 2 bottom, they're immediately rotating on mid, they're gonna take the tier 1 there as well. The Necrobook's coming soon for RTZ.
Radiant's middle tower
And it is a
is
4 staff for
under
Invoker, or for OD.
Dire's top tower is
Might
under
allow
attack.
him to dodge the combo if he's quick.
Ooh, more
Radiant's
towers.
bottom tower is
But
under
EG,
attack.
tier 2 for them.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures
They just hit
are
the tower
fortified.
killing button. And now everything's
Radiant's
dropping.
middle tower
Things about to
is
go
under
down.
attack.
Well, this one I think OG may be looking to contest. At least if they can get this initiation here. But they missed the start. RTZ, the cooldown comes through too late. The tower's already dead. And meanwhile, the lasso, well, it gets purged off on No Tail, but still, it's EG in the driver's seat. They're going to back off, but they've taken now 4 towers. Given up 2. So, getting the objective, stealing the enemy Ancients.
That could have been so much worse for OG. Like if Bat Rider were on the top side, expecting the game from there instead of the bottom side, that would have just been disastrous. Because if you kill Lycan, like so what? He has his ages. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they might not have even gotten the Oracle purge off either in time.
That's scary. Okay, well there goes what 4 towers I think. It's a lot of money. Catch up duty for Sumail. Super poor.
That's the nice thing about having the Lycan Enigma. So they're good at creating actual pressure on the map, so you have a little me time to catch up.
Another problem though with that is like since you have a lot more space to farm, sometimes you're more limited in where you can go because of the Nyx. Like you have so many areas that you need to cover with sentries, but they have Lycan Wolves to scout too, so that's a very big benefit of EG's lineup.
RTZ just bulldozing buildings. That's tower number
Radiant's
5
top
for
tower
EG.
has fallen.
At 16 minutes. And yeah, you can see that it's this Bloodlust max build from PPD.
You're dead.
Yep. They found him. It'll be roasted ogre dinner.
So he's going south. Not opting for the blink at all.
Really good for holding the high ground. They did catch out No Tail though. Another death for the carry of OG. These have really been stacking up for him, and
Yeah.
it's keeping EG in the game as far as the kills go.
I'm actually very surprised they don't team fight with the gyro. I guess the Aegis is too risky, but I think like giving up 5 towers uncontested is not a good trade-off. Because this also frees up the room for Bat Rider to go around.
Cheesy. He sends the whole crew in, and then he backs the wolf out, but they're gonna hunt it down. Even if they don't kill him, they'll do a ton of damage.
Oh, no cripples?
Uh-oh. And he looks like the Oracle will be there to save him.
Huh. Where are those cripples at? It's a little bit of damage. Bleed.
Yeah, I'm not sure it would have actually killed him there. Would have made him cry. Well, Miracle has not taken over the game yet, so that's definitely good news for EG. Does get his Yule Scepter. Still has to get the BOTs, and I get with the Wolves to scout for him as well. Maybe a little bit harder to get away with the split pushing shenanigans.
They've just given up so much map control because of that Roche. It couldn't have come at a better time for EG when they were in Strug City.
Yeah, and that again goes back to Universe, where he's just able to bait them out. But EG on the high ground, this is the ideal position to start this fight off. Meatball cuts through, though it connects on 2! Massive damage for Miracle off the bat, obliterating the OT as well as the Batrider. Fear's on the run. That's 3 down, just like that. EG, they thought they had a nice catch there, but the Carapace comboed with the Invoker. So no, they almost get the 4th catch there. Kick just narrowly missing RTZ.
They just turned that gank around so quickly. I thought that OG
EG you have the high ground position. It's like, oh, perfect. We're just gonna nail them. But I think Moon got the Carapace off and the stun on 2, and then.
I mean, how do you kill Moon though? They can just Fates Edict him.
Yeah.
Or
EG just not.
Promise.
Suddenly their base is being broken. All right. OG wasting no time and taking objectives here. They're gonna grab the tower with the Fort Spirits. Do they get out? They're gonna roll away. The lasso will wrangle in Moon, but. Trading your 3 position for a fight like that's something they'll do any day of the week. Tornado covering the path of retreat. They get Moon. OG delighted with that.
That's a really good maneuver though. That's not a maneuver that you see a lot of teams pull off.
Did you call it a maneuver?
Maneuver? Whatever. Like going up, smoking when they're prepared for it with sentries.
They had sentry for the Knicks and they still won the fight.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
It's kind of where you're like, yeah, probably should have gotten BKB.
If they have BKB on Enigma,
he's still not going BKB. What is it going? Athos?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's get hit for 500 mana burns, which is half my HP. That's no fun. Or let's just get Meteor blasted and lose all my...
I mean, getting 1 utility item, sure, but getting 2 of these items and not a BKB feels like you're just asking for it. You basically is completely banking on Fear hitting a good black hole.
Even then, like, Nyx is gonna have his Ags very soon because he has minus.
Yeah.
He was like 1,000 gold away, and you're gonna hit from mana burns from like 1,000 range away. You are going to get destroyed without BKB. That's rough. They actually own BKBs. Like a BKB on Enigma's great.
Yeah, there's no way to cancel the hole.
Yeah, I think like a stacked Invoker can kind of kill him during it. And they need Gyrocopter to get more farm too.
Oh, OG on the move again. And they're gonna get the jump again, potentially, with Moon coming in. He stuns RTZ off the bat. The meatball rolls through. RTZ trying to morph during this time, but it looks like he may go down. He sprints to the right. Can he make it out safely? He will. The Black Hole for Fear comes, catches out Moon. They keep the Lycan alive. He comes back in, munches the 3rd hero. Sumail cleaning up. That's 4 for EG. It's gonna be a teamwork this time. Well, they didn't get the perfect initiation from the Invoker Nyx combo, and that made all the difference for EG.
Oh, they didn't even have a sentry there.
Okay, so apparently the solution for EG is to be less prepared for the fights and just hope OG don't hit their spells as well. That's how you win them.
Well, they weren't spread. They weren't in a line, which is really important. And OG panicked. It's like you expect them to have a sentry with all 4 of them right there. There's no way that you would expect them to make the same mistake without a sentry. So he assumed that they didn't, and he went for a 1-man stun on a target that they unfortunately did not kill in time.
A gigantic team fight. And on the back of it, EG, another Roshan. There's only 1 outer tower left.
Yeah.
If Gem gets picked up, we'll have a pause from Peter.
That's some overconfidence there from OG. They're like, oh, we crushed him with the last smoke. The same thing will happen again, especially since they didn't pick up BKBs. And then just slightly better positioning from them. They actually used their spells this time, lasso and hole.
Sauna status. Huh? So you're saying it's hot?
There's a lot of hot and sweaty men.
Yeah, I guess that could be one translation. Well, Atos now picked up on the OD. They got a gem, perhaps more importantly on Universe, versus the Knicks. So now getting the jump gets trickier for OG.
They get BK on EG though. This is very problematic for OG. I don't think they can take it super late because Gyro is mega underfarmed. Like, what does he have? S and Y? Ugh.
Yeah, all those previous deaths on No-Tail are coming back to haunt him.
Yeah, that's
A lot of them very avoidable, like especially that dive top you look at.
yeah, that's
Bottom where he shows himself, commits the call down, and then sticks around.
This is a game where if anything gets close to you, you just have to run away as a gyrocopter, and that's like that means you're not going to get any flak damage off, which is very bad, obviously. But when you go tanky building, you still have to run away. It's
Oh, Universe, he's tracking Moon. He finds him right as the cockroach squirms away from his team and brains him into Sumail for a quick kill. While that's happening, the Necro 3 was activated. Lycan in the aggressive top lane. So EG just take over the OG map. Aggressive wards out. Gem serving its purpose at this point. Only one Radiant ward, and it's very far back in dire territory.
you have to go back and reconsider OG's decision. I think it was very intentional that they gave up 5 towers in a row and didn't want to fight, but you have to go back to the decision and wonder whether or not it was worth it.
Should they have fought with the Gyro Invoker?
Yeah, into the Aegis, and it's not an easy decision to make, but that was, I think, a big turning point in the game where EG just got like 5,000 gold from that sequence of events.
Plus they got the Roche before that, so it's even more.
Yeah.
Radiant structures.
And
Radiant's
I
top tower
I think,
is
I mean, their lineup is equipped to fight early, so I'm still a little surprised that they chose to make that decision instead of fight EG head on. If you prevent the first one, then you know they're kind of like stuck in this rut where they don't really have that many places to farm.
Well, now they find the wolf at their door with some big red angry claws. Pops the Necro 3. The cooldown is there. It's going to mostly obliterate this push, but also send the Gyro packing towards the well. And around this time, they do get the Invoker Aghanim Scepter up. So OG get a new tool in their arsenal to try and hold the high ground. Arteezy working towards his Assault Cuirass.
But they're all huddled in their base now. Nyx can't move around because Batrider has a gem, and then they also have the Aegis on Lycan, so they also don't want to take team fights. But if they wait too long, EG will just get BKBs, Aegis and Cheese, and just push high ground.
And then just get one lasso and go in the game.
Yeah, so it's very tricky for OG. I think they need to smoke very, very shortly and kind of take a fight where Lycan isn't, or just catch them where they aren't S5. Because they need to fight before BKBs. He has BKB out in 300 gold.
Enigma's almost got one.
OD has one right now, and it's going to continually get worse for OG because the only way they deal with it is a super stacked Invoker, which he is stacked, but he doesn't have physical damage, so he still can't deal with BKBs, or a super stacked Gyro, and he has no items, so he cannot deal with the BKBs. So this is setting up to be a disaster for OG come the next couple minutes, unless EG split up and get picked off. Time to smoke. Boom. Go. Go, 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 go.
OG are not feeling it.
No, I think they are. They're just waiting. They don't have any? Oh.
No, they do have one.
They're just sitting in base. That's tough. I guess maybe they're waiting out the Aegis. I mean, EG expect to smoke.
Yeah, and you smoke into this OD, you might just get wiped anyway. They have to combo him before he BKBs.
But if they wait for the other BKB on Enigma, I guess they aren't going to wait for it.
EG, very eager in their own right. Oh, you know, the other thing about the Ogre that we didn't really discuss at all is just how good he is with the OD.
Oh yeah,
the max bloods. I mean, I was mentioning Inner Beast earlier, and the move speed, attack speed on OD is insane.
Assuming he can attack if he doesn't get stun locked.
Yeah, I mean now he's got BKB, right? So
I got BKB. Only due to a very fortuitous turn of events, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was his doing that got them back in this game.
So OG still have a window when the Aegis is down. Unfortunately, they don't have any map vision because of the Batrider gem, and they don't have a gem of their own. So they're kind of wandering around in the dark, hoping that EG split apart. But now they see BKBs. And
BKBs, Assault Cuirass,
they're in deep doo-doo.
Death Ball, marching down the top lane.
So this is Invoker's job. He can stall a lot with the scepter. Or so OG hopes.
Yeah. Well, they smoke, and very quickly the smoke will end. Arteezy, though, is going to be Astral. Nice banish there by Sumail to keep him alive through the majority of that damage. Then they're going to Greaves and try to turn. BK comes out from Fear. He's committed it very early. EG, not a very good initiation here, as Arteezy will end up going down. That is a dominating streak for him. They don't even lose crit. He's able to squirm back towards the base. May survive in the end. Looks like he barely escapes courtesy of the Oracle.
God, they got destroyed by
and pushes over, folks.
Okay, Nick's high ground holds. Nick's Scepter. Scepter's so good.
Well, maybe EG need to wait for the lasso before they try to break it. But if they want the BKB lasso, it's going to be a while. And good news is they do hang on to their gem, so they still have that up on the Nyx.
Gotta wait for.
Sorry, the Bat Rider.
So now they realize that he has. They should realize he has Scepter, which is really bad for them, and that makes their high ground breach much more difficult. So I don't know. Are they gonna try and wait, or to try and end it with Sages?
They do find Fear. Sunstrike comes through. The Carapace stun is there, but Fear's still alive for the time being. Mono Burn not quite enough. He's gonna walk away.
Is he?
Oh, he's gonna walk away. He might not live.
Is he?
Found him!
Hi guys.
Uh-oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, they know he doesn't have a TP.
And Moon not going anywhere. Just for good measure, a little ding 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 to end his day. So, first time he starts to feel confident to go out on his own for a long time. Well, he gets punished. And EG marching right back bottom lane.
Still, Invoker can stall. And this tower's at full.
But they know the Nyx is dead, so the threat of actually them taking a fight has gone down a lot. Universe blinking it. Ooh! Close call.
I mean, he's... Look at his HP.
Oh! Running for his life. Blink's into the Deafening Blast Meteor. That's pretty unfortunate.
Oh, nice. The split push.
I love the sound of those little prancing footsteps. Well, it was a good effort by Arteezy, but it's
That's
quickly
a lot of gold for Gyro. Gyro's been able to kill like Necro 3 a few times already, so he's gotten I think a fair chunk of gold from the flak on the pushes.
Yeah, you can see him clawing his way back into this one. Still not quite there with the enemy safe laner, but
what a blast as the Bat Rider's blinking in.
That was pretty terrible timing.
It wouldn't
Just
matter.
bad
though.
luck.
He would have gotten false promised, so it's. But it just looks cool.
Guess we know who you're rooting for.
Who am I rooting?
Obviously OG, since it looks so cool. Bet it didn't look very cool to EG.
I mean, it looks cool, but it I can't say stuff looks cool without being biased.
I'm just saying it's all a matter of perspective. And I know which perspective you have.
I mean, it's always cool seeing someone. All I can say was super unfortunate for Bat Rider, but I think it was actually a little fortunate that it didn't connect, because he would have just wasted his ultimate, traded it for false promise, and then they might have lost the gem as a result, because he doesn't have BKB. So it's not a big deal.
Well, EG have not been able to break this base, Ben. I mean, they are missing the bad BKB.
They just have to catch him off guard. They still have the gem and very good map control, so they just need to secure wards and like kind of look for that one important pick that Vici got on the Invoker. They just need something like that, and then they can break or at least force a buyback and then break. But first, you need mass BKBs because of Nyx.
This Lurker Nyx. Hey, Brood Wars, coming back into relevance, and so too is the Nyx eggs.
Wow, his farm is really slowed down though after the Scepter.
Do you really need anything else?
I think Blink or Octarine. Blink and Octarine is really great. But Blink's important so he can save his life and keep farming up. Because you want to be able to put around pressure as a Nyx but not die. And with a Blink Dagger you're going to die very, very often.
I guess it doesn't matter so much when you're turtling in the base, but especially when you're trying to get out on the map.
I mean, you can think about the long term though, about winning the game. Defending high ground won't win you the game, it'll stall the game. But then you gotta think about converting that to a victory.
Oh, gee, they've really held on to this bottom tower quite aggressively. Moon's gonna set up shop. This homie missile flies in. OG, 5 heroes congregating bottom. Don't want to give up a free Roche, but it's gonna be tough to take it.
He's in way too fortified of a position though, with the high ground ward, the sentry, the gem, the bat rider controlling the pit,
And they're split pushing with the wolves.
but though sadly they have
They
to.
show the Earth Spirit. And that's go time for EG. Straight into the pit. Sumail's gonna make short work of it.
I actually think they need a blink hex on OD so they have another way to initiate the fight. If they blink hex and then he BKBs and they can force out a false promise very early, then Batrider can wreak havoc on fights as well as an Nick. But until that point, they're kind of like all in on either Lycan like right-clicking the tower, which they have the Nyx and the Invoker to deal with, or the Batrider Lasso, which they have the Oracle to deal with. So they kind of need to take out one of those two pieces of the puzzle before they break. I mean, maybe they just tank it with the Aegis, but that's not really the moves that you want.
Just be tanky.
There's the brute force. Brute force works if you're super far ahead, but they're not far enough ahead to brute force.
Yeah, it's pretty tough with the Invoker though.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can't underestimate Invoker.
Yeah, he can shut down the summons by himself, and then you pretty much have to quit the heroes.
Invoker, what a hero.
Did you miss him? Did you miss Carl?
You know, I thought he was strong before the recent buffs, 6.86 buffs, but not strong enough to the point where he really picked like almost every game.
Just like situational.
Yeah. But now his laning phase is like really good now. Which is the
I think
problem.
that's putting it. I mean, I guess they slightly nerfed the alacrity, but
It's still good.
It's still really good.
You can put a lot of pressure with 4 spirits and cold snap. It's really good. You don't have to pick you get the level 1 scout.
they always have to buy sentries even if you're going exort build really early. Definitely puts a lot more pressure on the enemy team.
So is that what? Scythe complete?
Yeah,
Maybe
Scythe done. Arteezy could get his next item soon. BKB if he wants it. Wondering what he does have the Aegis.
Yeah. I think you have to get BKB sadly. But
What else would you? Abyssal?
not Abyssal. Deso maybe? Deso seems weak. I think
It's
BKB
kinda late for
BKB is by
Deso.
far the safest.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't want one though.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you never want one as a carry.
It's like, I'll just save my gold, see what happens.
Yeah. It's always safer to get the BKB though, especially versus this lineup. Like,
You can see the debate just raging in his head, and finally he's like, okay, I'll buy one.
do you want to win the game? If so, get BKB.
Check. Would you like to win the game? If so,
Do you want to have fun?
get any other item.
Get any other item. Yeah.
Well, I think the team beat him into submission. EG won this win.
Or his common sense.
I mean, have you met Arteezy? Common sense is not the first word that comes to mind. Smoke from EG though. They look to break the base here. Sunstrike flies out. EG get aggressive. They march up onto the hill, and the Lurker begins to do his work. Batrider jumping in, but he jumps into the boulder coming back for the silence, so not able to find the lasso opportunity just yet. Now the call down deployed. EG gonna have to pop some BKB soon. First one is a pretty decent success, but not enough to finish off the Jar, who makes it back to the wall. Sumail wants these kills so damn bad, but he's just not getting them. And now OG might be able to turn this one around until the old man comes in. He reels in 3. OG now being routed after the black hole. Can they finish them off though? Miracle so low, almost dead to one last auto attack from Universe. He's gonna buy back, but this gives Arteezy space and time to finally almost crack through a later Rax. They force out the Invoker buyback. Sunstrike on the mark. Eviscerates the Lycan the first time. Can they kill him a second time is the question. He's just trying to walk away, but against Cold Snap, Ice Wall, that's not going to happen. Again, the Miracle Invoker holding on, but that was a costly hold. Not as costly as I thought.
They didn't have enough damage into the Enigma ulti.
They weren't in position either.
Here he dropped the Sanities. He dropped very early, actually. I think he wanted to finish off the Gyro, but it...
That was really... They almost got the Gyro.
Yeah.
right away in the initial hex.
But did you see how low they were before the OD BKB'd and they committed to the fight? Like 3 heroes were at half health from the Invoker and the spam.
Yeah, and even like the flax coming in as well.
Yeah, that's scary.
It all. I mean, it seems like you can't really slow siege against this lineup. They quickly punish you.
Yeah, that's why I think they need like another blink jumper besides the Bat Rider, because of that. Like that will guarantee start of the fight. Whereas if you walk in BKB, it's such a weak initiation that OG have a lot of time to set up and can react very well to it.
They wanted to start it aggressively with the bat, but he blinked into the Earth Spirit silence off the bat and just wasn't ready for it.
Pre-BKB, man.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Middle barracks has fallen.
So they do lose a range press. OG holding the structural advantage now in terms of objectives.
Yeah, OG have a good window though, because they have the Aegis, and they have good control. No black hole, no sanity. I guess sanity's coming out pretty soon, but this is still a pretty good time for them to fight right now. They BKB, but without the ults to follow it
They're
up.
wrapping around. They want to fight. Can they get the jump off here? Just narrowly blinking away.
He just gave away their entire positioning with the cooldown though. That was strange.
He had a lot of faith in Crit's kick. This time not rewarded. No tail at long last is going to go back for BKB.
He's caught up very nicely though.
Yeah, it's not the easiest BKB game. There's still the black hole, the midnight pulse, the lasso.
It's okay though.
The right click.
Oh damn! To dump into it.
The hex. Yeah.
Oh yes, Shiva's. Dang.
Just picked it up.
I'm a little surprised he didn't go Scepter. Kick
What?
into the fountain. Need
What?
more high ground defense.
That can end a push real quick. Let's see how ENG approach this one. Rolls down the middle, the initial Chaos Meteor. The heroes are going to dodge it. Eidolon stacking up, and Forged Spirits come forth to do battle. They're constantly dodging the spam, but they do manage to get the lasso off. It's purged off. Well played there by the Oracle. Now going to engage. They force out EG's BKBs. EG have to back. Well, can't engage that way. They're going to have to get a little more clever if they want to break the space. They know it's a tough crack.
Oracle is so tough to play against. It's bad.
And he can just sit so far back as well.
So EG are feeling like at this point you're like, crap, we haven't broken the base with our Aegis. We have a lot of BKBs, now they're getting down to like, 7-second-ish area, and now you're slightly starting to worry about not being able to breach the high ground and playing for the long game. And that's not what a Lycan excels at. He excels at ending the game pre-30.
And the Lincolns now. Some more solutions for the lasso. I mean, a lot of it just feels like Fear has to come up big.
Oh, he is going Octodine, no blink.
Guess he figures he's going to be spending a lot more time on base defense.
Yep. It's all about the high ground holding those racks. And OD is really bad at breaking high ground, actually.
Like you said, maybe a blink is in the cards just to be that reliable initiator.
I think so, because like right now they're not really scared of. Bat Rider shows on the map, no one's scared. But if OD has a blink too, then they can't split push effectively and get farm up. But Gyro's big.
Yeah, he's still like 2k down, but at this point being 2k down a lot different than 10k total net worth.
I wonder if they want him to get a rapier soon though.
Does he need a rapier?
I don't see why not. Like, he's very unlikely to die in the fights because he's very tanky and they have false promise. So if they like go all in on him, I think Invoker. Actually, in the BKB
seems like he's almost the last hero you want to go all in on because there's the Oracle behind him.
Yeah, but that's good, right?
The Invoker can just ruin your day.
That's why you get the rapier. So you're actually a threat.
Well, then maybe you do want to go in.
Yeah, I guess it's very risky versus all of these BKBs, but like at this point it seems like as if OG hold high ground for
You do not want to give or Lycan a rapier at your base.
Or under the thing.
Oh, they Sunstrike. Looks like they were maybe having a bit of a scout.
No, they know they're like positioned to smoke, but OG smokes have not been very like the timing that you would expect.
Does OG have a gem?
Yes, they have one at Oracle.
Haven't managed to find that ward yet, I guess, to the north. And there's your Nyx assassin picking up his next big item. Does grab the Octarine. Oh, see the OG squad making their way bottom lane, and Sumail. Uh-oh, this could be ugly. He might get caught out. In fact, he will. The Hex to start, the EMP to follow, the Boulder Kick will connect, Sunstrike, everything in the kitchen sink. Blast Sumail back to the fountain, right as Roshan is about to respawn. Could be huge. But OG don't quite know the timing. Oh,
Very important pick.
good execution there.
See, like OG's like split anti-split push is really good now with like Vendetta Nyx and a Ghostwalk Hex Invoker. So now EG can't really split push that effectively, unless you want to do it without your heroes.
Radiant's top tower.
The top lane is going to be held though. Miracle keeps it back, chucks out the tornado, definitely blasts all the nukes, and these Necro Books continue to be fed to him at a rather alarming clip. Not just him, but also the Gyro. It's been a big source of gold for OG this game. While Invoker fends off the top lane, the rest of OG muster up their squad bottom. They're going to take another tower. Gyro again getting a last hit.
Roche is up. Can they do it before OD can respond though? I don't know if they have enough damage without Invoker though, so it doesn't look like it. MKB, interesting.
No, there's a butterfly on Gyro, so
He's not hitting heroes very often though, which is the surprising part. I guess what other item would you go though?
yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, it seems way too late for Deso.
Daedalus is poor, Dezo is poor, so it'd either be between
Abyssal.
yeah, Abyssal or MKB. I suppose are their main options. I mean, Dezo if they want to go for the split push game.
Get a rapier of your own.
Can't protect that one.
That would be a little tricky. Well, they're gonna go for Roche.
I think that
Looks
Enigma
like.
saw the Sunstrike, so that's a good time to go. I think the Observer Ward on the left side might have scouted out the Oracle too, so they know that everyone's not there.
Yeah,
Oh,
EG have
this-
decent vision as far as where OG could be, but
Yeah, they're very.
now they're gonna
Yeah,
send
once
on
you
the
see those,
pit.
you're like completely confident in your Roche.
Wow. Roche has not been the key for EG thus far. Aegis goes down. They're gonna give that to OD. Another cheese grabbed.
They passed. Who's the other cheese on?
Fear and
Okay.
the Lycan. Oh no, the Ogre has it now.
Still got to deal with the Miracle split push.
Yeah, and it does feel like OG, despite giving up the Roche, are just getting more confidence on the map, pushing the lanes out more aggressively. Less afraid of getting pounced on.
I honestly don't think it's easy to break the high ground with the Aegis. Like, they still had to
And
deal
double
with the same
cheese.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's only harder now. Nyx has
Mm-hmm.
Octarine.
BKBs are shorter. This is the hold though. And I think Invoker should have buyback, right? He's kind of the most important one to have buyback. Gyro, I guess, a little bit.
Everybody except for the Nyx. 9 buybacks on the field as EG spread out. They send, long range kick on the Sumail. I think a bit too long range to engage on him. They send Arteezy to top. Universe just hiding back up on the hill.
Yeah, they see Arteezy top though. They can actually jump on mid with a Hex if EG's not careful.
Yeah, problem is that top lane's pushing and the ping comes out from the Oracle. Maybe OG thinking about BOTing in if EG decide to back.
Trying to keep all 3 lanes pushed, but it leaves the window open though. If OD is on bottom, Enigma's on top, they can just jump and blow someone up before the BKB. EG had to be very careful about how they execute this.
So, safe item pickups now. Satanic, I believe, for the gyro coming away. Almost has the gold for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And top lane is pushing out. So bottom lane, bit past the river, favoring OG. Top lane and mid, both EG's way.
I think ideally what you want to do is like you push out mid, you push out top, and you push out bottom, and eventually one of the OG heroes will have to defend one of the sides, and then you jump them as they go in, because then Moon won't be in a position to jump them, and hopefully Oracle won't. But that's asking for a lot.
And that's also hoping OG doesn't pick you off first, as they almost got the courier. Oh, lucky to make it back.
Yeah, it's hoping OG doesn't pick you up first. But that's why you have the Aegis. They're not really in a vulnerable position though. Like Oracle's far enough back that he can save anyone without getting jumped on. And then you have Moon up in front who's spamming all his spells. So this is just no easy feat. I think EG might have to wait for another day.
Well, they've had a lot of other days.
Oh, there's an Invoker.
Here we
On
go.
the left.
Looking for the initiation, and it's immediately perched off. But Moon does get hexed up. Where's the follow-up, though? Sumail did not manage to get off his BKB from the looks of things. He's going to go splat off the bat. Does have the Aegis for round number 2, and Fear looking to... Oh, we already popped the black hole, but they have created space for Arteezy, who's managed to at least get a range Rex out of this roll. Or though, magnetize onto 3 heroes from crit. A lot of damage coming out as No Tail commits into it. Diving forward, they are going to bring down PPD as well as Sumail. They only got a range Rex. They need more out of this. Universe going for the BKB TP out. Will he make it in time? Yes, he will. But the Batrider not so lucky. 3 heroes down. EG a ranged Rex for all that. And they lost the Aegis. Didn't see how many cheeses they popped.
2 pops. Both.
My God.
Had it. Yeah,
not worth.
It was a good idea. They just couldn't. Like again, the black hole. He hit 2 very important heroes. He got the gyro and the invoker with false promise down, and they still couldn't connect. Like they just don't have enough damage. The OD gets controlled way too much in the fights, and Arteezy is best left to split push. So.
Oh, they're gonna buy back on PPD. OG forcing the issue right here, right now. Moon burrowing, setting up shop at the damn racks, and now stunning PPD under his own tier 4s. Very aggressive positioning. Arteezy's going to engage onto Dotel. Pops the BKB, goes to work with this. The Satanic, the heal from the Oracle, keeping him in fighting shape, forcing Arteezy back. OG looking to take this series down 2-0, and a very worthy adversary if they can pull it off. They move forward. Tornado again. That one's going to connect on 2, just narrowly missing on PPD as well. Universe will be down for the count, dead for 75, and Miracle immediately straight onto tier 4 towers. Moon's going to move forward and sets up shop again. Really is just a mobile lurker at this stage. Has a Carapace ready to go, and that's going to keep Fear on his toes for the time being. They pummel him, trying to take him down, but the Deafening Blast connects on all of EG, forcing their heroes back. Arteezy completely chain stun, cleaned up, finished off. He has to buy back. No Tail still alive, healthy in the front lines. They're going to buy back up the Nyx. OG keeps on going, keep for the throne. EG, every single buyback committed pretty much at this point. They got a hold here, and they need more than just a hold. They need to go back the other way and grab some objectives of their own, but Miracle muscles up onto Sumail, continues to commit forward. Arteezy trying to go ahead, quick Ghost Walk to retreat. No, the focus of EG, but they can't even bring him down. He's kept alive, he goes invis and then backs away. There's the Deafening Blast once again, turning the fight around. Perhaps Arteezy lays in a No Tail, will match to fend him off, and then they lose the Invoker. He melts, and it's time for more buybacks from OG. A triple buyback, Invoker, Gyro, and the Oracle already joining the fight. 4 heroes down for EG, and at long last, they've exposed the throne.
What's the
They are gonna take this.
That thing is absurd.
The Nyx stun?
Yeah. With Octarine,
Oh,
I think like the
5.5.
5.5 with a 2 can stun.
That's what Mr. Parker is saying. Roughly 5.5 seconds.
They just like they
Between that and the Invoker, like
Yeah,
you can't do anything.
you like BKBs just aren't enough. You have to get like refresher BKBs.
You have to kill them all during the initial BKB, but it just wasn't there for EG. They're thwarted.